Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Today we're going to be doing an Instagram live, the last one of the year, so it's pretty exciting. We're finally at the last hurrah for Instagram lives this year. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for people to join and then we can get started. So I'm saying we can start at 12:05. While we wait for some people to join. Thank you for joining, Bleeding Heartthrob, sorry. Thank you for joining us today, or joining me today. Let's see. We'll get started in just like a minute. Let's see. Hi, Rama. Thanks. Just trying to be like you. Your hair is always popping, so yeah. Okay, so we can actually get started in just a few seconds. We'll see if anyone else is going to join us today. Let me see. I forgot to mute my laptop. Oh, yeah, I'm about to go to Twist in like 2 days, so yeah. All right, okay, we can get started. So, hello, everyone. My name is Ibukun Amale. I use she, her pronouns. And today we're actually going to be talking about safety during the holidays. So that's basically our topic of discussion for today. I just want to start off by saying, it's been a really long year and I do want to recognize that. And I'm happy to know that we have reached the end of the year or close to the end of the year. And I'm sure you're all aware that there are a number of religious and cultural celebrations that occur during this time. So between November and January. And some of these most commonly celebrated holidays around this time in America include Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and New Year's. And this year's holiday celebrations are going to be looking a little different, similar to last year's celebrations. And it's because of COVID. We're still currently in the pandemic. And I do want to remind you that as an update, over 800,000 Americans have died from COVID-19 so far. And just want to remind you that the pandemic is still going on and we're still living through it. So today, like I said, I just want to talk a little bit about how to remain safe during the holidays. So first things first, if you do plan on traveling during the holidays, it's really important that you get tested prior to getting to your destination. So DC actually just recorded the highest single day number of positive COVID-19 results since the beginning of the pandemic. So there's been a surge of people testing positive due to the various variants going around. And if we're talking about right now, the most prevalent variant is Omicron. Omicron actually accounts for 85% of the positive COVID people who are positive currently in the US right now. So it's really important that you get tested prior to leaving or prior to traveling. There's some places that you can go to get a rapid test or a PCR test. And some suggestions we have to share are you can schedule through CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. If you have any urgent cares around you. There's also Curative that you could go to that they're doing PCR testing there. And also DC Health has some testing sites all around the DC area. And also there's a place called Same Day Health, which is a place where you can go get a PCR test. And typically the results can get to you between 24 hours and 48 hours. I believe if you pay a certain fee, you can get your results in 24 hours. But if you want to do just the free PCR test, you'll get your results between 72 hours. So definitely, if you plan on traveling, first thing you want to do is find the place where you're going to get tested, and also take into account like how long it would take for your results to get to you so that you can plan accordingly. You definitely want to have your results before you leave. And the CDC recently said that if you've had a known COVID-19 exposure, you have to get tested, or they suggest you get tested about 4 to 7 days later, as well as taking the precautionary quarantine measures. And also, if you plan on being sexually active during the holidays, it's also important that you get STI and HIV tested to ensure you know your sexual status before having any new encounters with, it is the holiday season. If you do plan on traveling, you might meet new people, you might encounter someone that you've had interactions with before, but it's important that you get STI and HIV tested just so you know your status. And I do just want to remind you that you can make the appointment by calling us at 202-797-4439. So this week we're open until noon on Thursday. And then next week we're going to be open from the 27th to the 29th at noon. So we still have some available appointments, and I really would recommend that you get tested before you travel because it would just help you have a better picture of your sexual history. Oh, hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the new people that joined. Welcome. So next thing I wanted to talk about is if you do choose to gather with your friends and family this year, it's important that you've already received your COVID-19 vaccines and or booster or the third dose, whichever one fits you as a person. And also, this isn't just for you. You also want to make sure that the people you are going to be surrounding yourself with, if you choose to do that, are also vaccinated as well. And recently, as of today, actually, DC just reimposed the mask mandate, which means that you have to wear a mask in indoor settings. And we do recommend that. So please keep wearing your mask. So that's either, that's either an N95 mask, a surgical mask. If you do want to wear a cloth mask, we would recommend you wear like a surgical mask underneath it just to improve your protection. And this isn't just for crowded areas. We think you should also wear this in indoor settings. So like if you're at a restaurant, if you are just in a space that would have more people. We also recommend trying to avoid meeting in crowded or poorly ventilated areas. And most importantly, if you feel ill, please do not attend or host any gatherings. And I know it's the holidays and it can be really hard to kind of create like family and company if you're by yourself. But if you are feeling ill, it is in the best interest of yourself and the people that you might be meeting to just cancel on them. And we highly recommend doing that. And also just remember to practice the safety precautions, such as washing your hands frequently, using hand sanitizer frequently, and wiping down the surfaces around you. Especially when you're traveling or if you are in a new space, you don't know really what the safety precautions have been taken. We definitely recommend kind of just taking things into your own hands and just, doing what you can do. And I know we've talked about COVID a little bit, and we've talked about just how to stay safe in regards to COVID. We also want to talk about just like safe sex practices during the holidays. So first thing, please, we still recommend using condoms as a way to protect you against HIV and STIs. The holidays are a time where the rates of HIV and STIs are transmitted more than other times because you are you're seeing people that you might not have seen in a long time. It's just like the holiday spirit. So in the holiday spirit, you still want to be safe and you still want to keep yourself protected. And also, as always, try to have conversations with your partners about their sexual health history before engaging in any sexual activity with them. Well, those are just some of the few tips we had for, kind of just embarking on this holiday season. We know it's been a really hard year, and we know that, COVID-19 has not made it easy, but there are ways for you to, kind of take things into your own hands and control your surroundings and just control how safe you are. And those are a few tips that we had for you. So like we mentioned before, Whitman-Walker still offers HIV STI testing, but we don't do walk-ins anymore. So you still have to make an appointment, and you can call us at 202-797-4439. Like I said before, just to give us a quick wrap up, especially around the holidays where many people are used to traveling, make sure that you stay at least 6 feet away from other people when possible. Wear a mask in public and indoors. Avoid places with large crowds. And if you can't, see your family and friends like in person, if you're choosing to make that decision of not meeting them in person, another way you can still foster a relationship with your family members and your friends is by speaking with them over FaceTime or the phone. You can also have a Zoom party or a Zoom holiday party. There's many different creative ways to do that. And they can be just as fun and just as like community bonding as if you met in person. And I do want to mention that we do offer the COVID-19 vaccine here at Whitman-Walker. So if you are looking for an appointment because you haven't been vaccinated yet, you can give us a call at 202-207-2480 to make an appointment. And for anyone that's in the DC area, if you're having a problem like reaching out to us, you can also call the number 1-855-363-033 to make a COVID-19 appointment. If you live in Maryland, you can call 855-634-6829. And if you are in Virginia, you can call 877-829-4682. And for any of our viewers that are not in the DMV area and you're looking for a COVID-19 vaccine, you can also just go on the website vaccines.org. And basically what you do is you would put in your zip code or your the state you live in, and it would give you a list of places that have available vaccines or boosters, and it would also help you make the appointment. So there's definitely resources out there for you if you are looking to get vaccinated. And finally, if you are not vaccinated and you're not looking for an appointment, please continue to follow the CDC guidelines for wearing your mask, social distancing, and everything else. It's really important that you just take these precautionary measures because especially right now that we're having a surge of COVID-19 positive results, it's really important that you protect yourself, especially if you choose not to get the vaccine or the booster. Finally, we still are asking you guys to please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, at Whitman-Walker. We would really appreciate the support. Whenever you see anything that you learned something new from or something that was interesting to you, it means a lot to us when you reshare it or repost it so that other people can see it as well. And finally, if you have any questions at all about anything, you can give us a call at 202-797-4439. But that's all I have for everyone today. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope everyone has a happy holiday. Bye.